Welcome back. It is a unique way to learn about your life. Today we're drawing trees with certified handwriting analyst Nancy German. Good morning, and it's good to have you back here.
Good morning.
A couple weeks ago you were here and you analyzed our handwriting. What is it that you can learn about a person based on the way that they write?
Well, basically your handwriting, your signatures, your personality profile of you as an individual. So I can learn your natural aptitudes, the things that you're good at, your hereditary factors, your environmental factors, and it just says a whole lot about your personality. And I can do compatibility between couples or, partners.
Yeah, there are some real practical applications. You know, it's fun, and I'm sure you're popular at every party you go to. But there are some real ways that we can use this to learn important things about each other.
Right. I look for traits such as loyalty, honesty, traits that will say whether you're a communicator or behind-the-scenes person. And I've done application screening, and I was able to give the employer information about whether or not this individual is right for that particular job.
Interesting. Okay, so now we're moving on to the tree project, because what you do is you have us sketch a tree. And I have begun sketching mine, not quite completed. And then you say that based on what we draw, you can tell us about ourselves. So I am, oh boy, I really wouldn't have meant to do it like that, but there's my tree.
All right.
And then you care about our age, and we'll keep that private. But but then you can tell me something about myself based on how I've drawn this tree.
Well, basically, the tree has nothing to do with handwriting analysis. It's something I came across many years ago, and I saw that it fit perfectly in with my handwriting. And actually, a monk in a concentration camp many years ago was a member of our society.
Yes.
He brought this information to us.
Okay.
And so this is what's interesting about it. The tree is actually your age.
Okay.
And so I divide the tree up into your age, and all the significant times in your life are registered.
Yes. Yes, blah, blah, blah. So you do all the years down along the tree, okay? And then thank you for making it illegible.
Okay.
You know certain things.
So what I'm going to tell you, first of all, when you drew the tree, you drew it basically straight up and down.
Yes.
There are two sides to the tree. This is Dad's side, or any male associated with you, and Mom's side, and any female associated with you.
Okay.
When you draw it basically straight up and down, that means Mom and Dad had an equal influence on you. It doesn't matter whether you liked either one of them better or not, they had an equal influence. Now, you drew a knot hole in that tree.
Yes.
When you draw a knot hole, that's a significant time in your life. It could be something that happened that was important to you, but it's registered with subconscious exactness.
Okay.
And this was from about 14 years of age to about 18 years of age. That meant there was something very important to you at that point. And it's in the middle of the tree, and that means it affected you equally on Mom and Dad's side. So it could be something where you moved school districts, you moved from one place to another, any number of things. I'm not a fortune teller, can't tell you what happened.
Yes, yes.
Okay, and when you drew the tree, you didn't put any roots on the tree.
Yeah.
That means your family's your business, or anybody you care to share it with. Now,
Stephanie goes from behind the scenes. Yeah. Okay,
so,
keep going.
And then when you drew the tree, you drew multiple branches.
Yes.
And you're multi-talented. You have many different career areas that you can go down. The tree is all over the page, and that indicates that your communication ability is the best. You also, when you drew the tree all over the page, you were letting people know that you are willing to help out. You are a helper. They're the most sincere of the tree drawers. And so again, you didn't cut the bottom from the top off, and that means you're together, mind, body, and soul. So you are aware of who you are. There are many other different things you can tell about the tree. And again, each branch you left open, that means you left time to go into different career areas. Now, there's a significant time right here. It's probably about 4 to 5.
Yes.
And then there's another significant time. It was about 11. And then finally, you reach a separation about 19 to 20 from your parents.
Yes.
This is where you start forming the top of the tree, and that means you reach a separation from your parents at that time. It could have been you got married, went away to college, any number of things could have happened at that point. And so, and if you were to fold this page in half, and that's
Yes.
what I do, I'm not going to do it, but your tree is basically in the middle of the page.
Yes.
That means you're making decisions, getting ready to move ahead. Your tree will systematically move from left to right several different times in your life. So if you were to draw another tree, it depends on the paper where you put it. The middle means you're making changes and you're getting ready to move ahead. So there are many more things depending on what else you put in that tree.
Okay, I love it. I'm anxious. Next thing we're gonna do with you is to get a young couple and see their compatibility based on their handwriting.
Right.
See what the future, you know, if it bodes well for them.
Well,
not what the future holds, but rather if they're compatible for each
Right.
other going long term.
True compatibility is based on how much you're willing to put up with from somebody. but I can look at the handwritings and I can tell you the areas that are going to be compatible, the areas that might cause problems. It's very interesting.
All right, well, we're going to do that next time. Thank you so much for
you.
being here. And if you want information about Nancy's book, it's right to the point, and you may find it on our website. Go to WZZM13.com under Take 5. We'll be back.